speak of is emotion that Azumah has still got in the 32-year-old legs. He can't keep up with a Pernell Whitaker who can, but he can confuse a guy like Fenech who wants you to stand still and fight.
Fenech, a bubbly, charismatic former street fighter, extremely popular down under. Usually fights in front of sellout crowds of 15,000 or more in his homeland.
Fenech has not learned his lesson. He went to the body again, leaving his head wildly exposed, and back came Azumah with that hook. Didn't have the same effect, but it's there.
Fenech's trainer, Johnny Lewis, says Fenech is the most loyal guy in the world who would die to save a friend. But he can also be the cruelest, most terrifying, most vicious person alive.
Inside the ring, I hope he amended. Well, most boxers are that way. Most boxers are nice. Most of them are kind people outside and almost gentle people outside. Inside the ring, it's something different. You can't find a nicer guy than Azumah Nelson or Bowe Edwards from Africa either. Same kind of guy. Inside, devastating.
Africa has produced its great champions. The Stick Tiger, you mentioned him. David Little Poison Cote, Ayub Kalule, and Cornelius Bowe Edwards, and Azumah Nelson in that category as well.
Second round a little bit lighter than the first round in action, because Azumah has chosen to give him a little motion, make him work a little bit for those shots.
Combination by Fenech, missing. Nelson looking impressive here over the course of the first 2 rounds.
Fenech showing a little bit of that Aussie street fighting. He didn't wait for that break. He just went right into it.
He's from Sydney's tough intercity Marrickville, the son of 4 Maltese migrants.
Good motion by Azumah Nelson. He put in 3 or 4 hard shots and then sprung away before Fenech had a chance to retaliate.
The wind has died down considerably. It was gusting up to 30 miles per hour during the Riddick Bowe fight, but it is still quite warm. It's almost 90 degrees, I'd say.
I would say that that's cool for Azumah Nelson, who just seems to be enjoying this outing and almost having his way with Fenech.
You got it like that, baby. Control and defy all the any time. You fresh, you think fresh, you action fresh. Everything you fresh. Okay? This is a kind of bullshit guy. This is nothing for you. Okay?
That's the voice of Buffalo Martin, who also has a lot to do with Julio Cesar Chavez. He's got another great little jewel, and Azumah Nelson.
Okay? Every second, hit your fly.
Well, that's less instruction and a lot of exhortation.
This is my guy, man. God damn it.
He really doesn't have to use bad words, because Azumah's already mad enough without the exhortation.
Okay, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It is round 3, scheduled for 12. The WBC Super Featherweight title on the line. Good flurry by Azumah Nelson.
Fenech, getting nowhere with defense, decided to just kind of outpunch Azumah and got more in return from Azumah Nelson. Although Fenech has got to fight, that's got to be his defense. He's not a good defensive fighter.
Fenech's anger at the world tamed by his trainer Johnny Lewis, a soft-spoken songwriter who taught boxing at a neighborhood youth club. Solid left there by Nelson. There's the best punch by Fenech all night.
That's the best one. There's another one real hard. That one shook Azumah.
And the crowd feeling that maybe Fenech had Nelson on the ropes.
He didn't have on the ropes, but he certainly wobbled him. He certainly wobbled Azumah. Azumah's in a defensive stance on the ropes, taking everything that Fenech wants to get.
Fenech continues to press the attack. Big turnaround round here for Jeff Fenech of Australia. But also missing wildly. Digging into the ribs is Fenech. Now he goes upstairs.
He's missing a lot, but a lot of those are landing.
Watch the side, guys. Watch the man. Come on, work on it.
Now back comes Azumah Nelson.
And that's what you call fighting off the ropes. 4 or 5 hammering shots from Azumah Nelson. But Azumah has been taking a pounding as Jeff Fenech is taking this round.
Ferocious in-close fighting in the corner just above us. Some monster punches.
You don't need the rest of this ring because they're in about 2 feet square and they're not moving. Look at the action.
They've been in this corner for over a minute.
Again, Azumah in a little bit of trouble.
And Fenech continues to be the aggressor.
But he's paying an awful penalty coming in. He is winning this big, but he's getting hit an awful lot. It's Fenech.
Keep on.
And now there's blood all over the eye of Fenech. Fenech is cut. Let's get to his corner.
Make no water. Sorry, give him a drink while I'm doing this.
Give him a drink. You got a drink, fighter?
You feeling good, sir?
Drink, yeah.
It's all right, Joe. I've got it, mate. I wouldn't put him out if you want. You have a drink while I'm here. You feeling good, son?
Mouth, please.
Spit it out. Peter want plenty of Vaseline, mate.
Let's see that good shot that Fenech landed that turned his fight around right there. And you can see it buckled Azumah Nelson. He wasn't fighting with the same kind of brio after that. There it is. Look at what happened to his legs just then. His knees just gave way. Now watch the action. Subsequent to that, for a minute and a half, they stood there and did this. What punishment each man took.
And let's see if they can pick up where they left off. It is round 4.
I think that cut is more on the nose than in the eye, but his whole facial tissue seems to be getting all foggy. There seem to be too little cuts. There's going to be a lot of red blood in this fight.
Fenech undefeated, 25-0, 19 knockouts. Nelson 33-2 with 25 knockouts. His only losses to the late great Salvador Sanchez and Pernell Whitaker.
Well, Bowe took the first. Azumah took the first 2 rounds. Fenech big in the third.
And Fenech looking extremely confident. Again, he's backing Nelson into the ropes. Same spot again, 30.
Same spot.
Blood all over the nose and under the left eye of Jeff Fenech.
Again, Azumah chooses not to move off that spot. He must like it. He took a hammering there in that last third round.
As if there's a magnet above us.
Cortez is saying fight your way out, but actually, what more can you ask for these 2 guys than to fight? They're not tying up. Again, Azumah chooses not to move away.
Break out, come on, get on, go. Come on, hit on the break, don't hit on the break, don't hit on the break.
Cortez warning, don't hit on the break. Again, Azumah stands still.
Now Fenech measuring Nelson out.
Come on, work out of there, come on, your hands are free, let him out, come on, work out.
Fenech is certainly intimidating Azumah right now. Azumah's just not the offensive fighter that he was in these first 2. Maybe he's hurt worse than we think he is. He certainly is not giving him motion nor getting out to where he can have his superior skill come to bear. This is what we want. We're in the trenches. This is what Jeff Fenech wants.
Some bullying tactics there by Fenech, who has really turned this around after losing the first 2 rounds. Now uppercuts with the left by Nelson, but not phasing Fenech.
Except the cuts are getting worse. They're under the eye and the nose. Good, solid punches by Fenech. And now comes Azumah Nelson with a hammering attack to the body, going up to the head and landing. Cortez a little bit too much into this exchange. These 2 guys don't need anybody right now. Fenech's face beginning to fall apart.
But he is inflicting punishment on the body of Azumah Nelson in the meantime.
He's landing 2 3 to 1 and impressing.